As promised, everyone, we are now going to be solving equations with the distributive property. You can see the parentheses, and combining like terms. If you haven't done that assignment yet, it was the one right before this, you should do that, or this assignment here will be very difficult. Okay, so first thing you're going to do when you see parentheses is the distributive property. You make them go away by multiplying over them. Multiply twice. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times f is just 3f. And the other side of the equal sign is just a negative 15. Just bring that down. And now look, it's a two-step equation like we've already solved on 2 assignments, right? I want f all alone. I deal with that last. I cancel the positive 6. It's a negative 6. I draw this line here. 6's cancel. 3f comes down. Over here, I normally add these. I think that's easier than doing negative 15 minus 6. Just add them, and you get negative 21. In our last step, if this is multiplication right there, and it is, because we don't see any symbol in between, we divide, and f equals negative 7. I don't have room to write it under it. Where'd that negative 7 come from? Negative 21 divided by 3. So I'll go do this example. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times m is 2m equals 16. Now here, the variable's on the right side. Well, it's on the left side of the equal sign, but I mean on this side of the equal sign, it's after the 2. That's not a problem. Cancel the 2. Bring down 2m. If I combine these two together, I get 14. And dividing here, looks like I get a 7. Again, this time the 7 is positive. Okay? You can pause the video and try numbers 3 and 4. And we'll move on to the combining like terms. Guess what? There's no number outside here on number 3. That's a mistake. There was a number there and I changed it and I never wrote it on there. I'll put it there. How about a 7? Okay. So 7 times 2, 14k. 7 times 11, 77. Uh-oh, number's getting big. We can handle it. So you didn't do this one because if you pause the video, there was no number there. That's all right. We'll just see another example. Bring down the 14k. 77 plus 7 is 84. And will 14 go into 84 evenly? Yes, 6 times. So if you have to use a calculator, you can use a calculator. Okay, well, you probably didn't get to do that one. If you tried this one, let's see what you got. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. And bring down negative 32, and I don't know why I was writing negative 13. There, I sort of fixed it. So I want to add the 8 to both sides. Negative 32, I'll try to make that look a little better. Negative 32 plus 8 is negative 24. And 12 will go into 24. Negative 2 times. Okay, now these at the bottom, I know this video is going to end up being a little long. We're going to combine like terms. On the left, there are no parentheses, so you look, x and x. Add them together. 2 plus 8 is 10x. Now, when I go to divide, 10 will not go into 32 evenly. And sometimes equations do not divide evenly. We normally just leave it alone. You could divide and make it a decimal. Some people do that. That's okay. I believe on the assignment they should all divide evenly. But eventually, we have to see things where they don't. Sometimes the numbers in the equations are decimals and fractions. We actually should see that too. Maybe when you come back every day, we'll do that. Okay, but looking on number 6, if you look on the left, we have an x, a number, and an x. What do you think I'm allowed to add here? Hopefully you were thinking, add the 2 x's. Well, let's try it. 6 plus 7 is 13x. See how I just bring down that minus 5? That's what we were doing the last assignment. Just what I did on the left there. Well, now you see there's an equal sign and we have to keep going. Add 5 to both sides. And 34 plus 5 is 39. Divide by 13. X is 3. Okay, try these two. I don't think there are any issues with these, hopefully. We'll find out, right? Okay, maybe you paused and tried. Well, here we go. Look on the left, we have a number, an x and an x. I'm going to add my two x terms. Negative 15 plus, oh, that's negative 4x. I could have just written minus 4x or plus negative 4x. It's the same thing. Bring down the negative 43. Add 15 to both sides. That cancels. Negative 4x comes down. And when I add these two, I get negative 28. Now I'm dividing by negative 4 here. We haven't seen much of that. Oh, that little button's in the way. I'll move this up. I'm dividing by negative because negative divided by negative is positive x. I don't want a negative x. That's why I divide by that same number. Remember, that's division, and I get a 7. 7 seems to be the big number today. And finally, number 8. Look on the left. Number x and x. So I'm going to add my two x terms together. So I'll bring the 12 down first. Negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. Now 12 is positive, so you always look on the left. So to cancel the 12, I have to do minus 12. That negative sign there belongs to the 5. So that's why you always look on the left. You realize that when we combine like terms. The 12s cancel. See that negative? It travels with the 5. A very common mistake is leaving that up in the problem. When I combine over here, I get negative 30. So when I divide by negative 5 on both sides, I get 6. Okay, do your best. The assignment looks like this. Not that. That's a big scratch in the desk that I didn't do. One year I came back after summer and it was there. So you have 6 where you distribute, then do 2 steps. And look, there's a number outside all these parentheses. That should work out fine. And at the bottom there are 6 more where you combine like terms, then do an equation. Okay. Sometimes I think after you combine like terms, it might only be 1 step after you combine like terms on these two. The one I did like that did not divide evenly. Yours will. As always, let me know if you have any questions.